Hi, this is Rachelle with Journal Life's Journey, and I picked up a couple of paper pads from Joann. I'm trying to get myself into the Christmas crafting spirit. I have a few things that I've been working on that I'll be sharing soon, so make sure you subscribe so you don't miss those. But I'm always interested in double-sided papers. They don't have a lot this year at Joann for Christmas, and maybe I was there a little too early. I don't know. I have seen what they have available at Michael's, so I'm just patiently waiting for a good sale for that. I think the last sale that I saw at Michael's was $11.99 for a $19.99 paper pad, and I usually like to get them when they're down to $5 to $6 per pad. So hopefully the ones that I want are still available once the price goes down. So let's go ahead and flip through and see what I got. This one is by Park Lane. It's called Holiday Pine. It's $16.99 regular price. I got it on sale. It's 36 sheets, 80 pounds. I like that they give you the weight of the cardstock. It has foil treatment, acid-free, 12 by 12. Okay. And I'm not sure if they have other sizes. I think they do. How am I going to show you the other side? So maybe we'll flip through this way and then I'll come back and show you the other side of these. I think that'll be a good way to do it. So Woodland themed, it seems to me. It's 2 pages of each. This one is a glittered type page, but it's not something that would have fallout. Got the cabin and the trees pattern, some trees and mushrooms, snowflakes on a neutral background. It's another treated page with pine cones and pine needles and such. Got the forest on black. So lots of neutrals and greens. I love this plaid. Plaid is lovely. And this is just kind of like a filler pattern. Pine cones with the glittered background. A filler pattern. I'm noticing that Park Lane's filler pages, I talk about filler pages in a lot of the Michael's paper pads that I have hauled. They're just papers to fill up the pad. They don't really have any specific design. I've noticed that Park Lane's papers do have a pattern, even if it's not an elaborate pattern. It's usually something more subtle. And this is evergreens with the deer. This is another treated page pattern. And this looks like a sweater. More forest scenes. Snowflakes on the green background. And these are cut apart. Some are treated, some are foiled. And that is it. So let's flip it over and go back the other way. So is this going to be upside down? Let me see. No. Okay. So this looks like another sweater pattern. And that's on the back of the tags. You got, now this is, I would call filler paper because it's not really a theme. It's just a random pattern. Really nothing specific. You got plaid here. Some trees, neutrals. This is really nice. So it says winter, joy, holidays. It has the deer and the trees and mushrooms. Kind of a little bit of everything that we've seen so far. Snowflakes on this like sage green background. I guess that's sage. Another sweater on the neutral. These are snowflakes on the black. I would consider this a filler paper. More snowflakes on black, or it might be a dark gray. I'm just calling it black. Got the pine cones and pine needles on a creamy colored background. Filler paper. Snowflakes on the gray, or is that's the gray, or is that might be green. Looks like green. You got a nice stripe page on black, like a cream colored zigzag stripe on black. I think that's filler paper. We got the pine cones and pine needles. It's a very subtle striped background, and it has like cream tones to it. You got the green forest scene on a cream background, the green zigzag stripes, and this is more filler paper. The sweater pattern with tan and gray on a cream background. And then we got the green plaid. So we got lots of plaid in this. So this is the tan or beige forest scene with the deer. It's on a cream colored background, and that's it. So if you look at the front cover, that kind of, I think that is a representation pretty much of what's front and back, because I know that might matter to some people. Well, what's on the front, what's on the back? It's kind of hard for me to show you that here, but I'll just flip through quickly here so you can get a general idea of what's on the front and back, because like I said, I know that may be important, especially if you don't come across double-sided paper often. Okay, so hopefully that was helpful. Again, here's a closer look at what is in the pad. All right, so let's move on to the next one. So this one is called Season's Greetings. This is more festive, same specs, same number of pages, same cost. Season's Greetings is more of a traditional look. So your reds, your greens, your cream colors. Is it treated? Foil treatment, yes. Okay, so I don't know what these are. They look like pomegranates. I don't know if that's what they are, but I love this page with the patchwork of plaid and reds, greens, got a little creamy white in there. So we've got a Santa pattern with a tree, snowflakes on a red background, snowflakes on, I don't know what color that is. It's like a tan, yellowy green background. It looks like it may be trying to be a little bit on the yellow side, tannish yellow. A red plaid. Ooh, I like that one too. So we got a green Christmas tree pattern on a cream colored background. We have the snowflakes and reindeer on a red background. The snowflakes and the reindeer are a white color. Then we have the dog with the Santa hat. The Santa hat is foiled on the dogs. Was a variety of dogs. We got a few pine needles mixed in, or evergreen needles mixed in, but it's an overall pattern on a cream colored background. Pine needles, again with the pomegranate. Are those pomegranates or are those some type of berry? They look like pomegranates, but I don't know. I could be wrong, but the pine needles and those pomegranate looking berries on a cream colored background. Then we have Santa and his sleigh, repeating pattern of red and green on a cream colored background. Fa la 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 la. Is there a fa la la? Yeah, fa la 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 in black text script on a cream colored background, or like a beigey background actually. Then we have the shaker houses. Is that what they're called? Simple houses and buildings in red and green on a beige creamy colored background with a few snowdrifts, repeating pattern. A cream colored background, green Christmas trees with red foil balls pattern with reindeer mixed in, or deer mixed in. The deer are brown, the trees are green, the background is cream color. And I'm describing everything because I know sometimes some people just listen and don't watch. So for those that are listening, I'm trying to give you a good description of what the paper looks like. This one is a red background. It looks like red burlap print in the background with different designs of more modern looking trees in a cream color, and some of those trees have teeny tiny little green Christmas balls on them, or Christmas ornaments. A Christmas green background with creamy white snowflakes. This one is a creamy burlap background with a repeating pattern of different sizes of wreaths. Some of them say Happy Holidays on the inside of the wreath, and they all have the pomegranate berry on them, and those pomegranate berries are foiled. Then we have the cut aparts with images from some of the pages. So it's got like Merry Christmas, fa la 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 la, Merry Christmas cut apart. You got a Santa's hat with foil, a dog with a Santa hat, a Santa, some Christmas ornaments, 4 tags, and then several cut aparts. And I didn't describe all that in the other paper pad, but it was very similar. So let's flip it over and go back the other way. Okay, so this looks like a sweater stitched pattern on a cream background. The stitching looks to be green. We have a dark red with even darker red snowflakes patterns with splatters of white. We have a houndstooth, 2 shades of red in the background, and it has a plaid houndstooth pattern in cream. This is kind of hard to describe, some of these. This is like a yellowy cream color with the pomegranates and some leaves, a full pattern. This looks like another stitch pattern on red burlap background. The pattern is the creamy white color. Green background with like confetti dots of red. Then on top of that is creamy white pine needles with pomegranate berries. Y'all are gonna pick on me about the pomegranates, but we have a nice pretty green evergreen color with even darker greens of snowflakes in the background and creamy white splatters on the page. So I would say this is filler paper. The other one that I saw too is filler paper because it's very subtle, not much to it, but sometimes you need that break from these heavy, busy patterns and whatever you're working on. So, I mean, I say filler paper, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. Sometimes it is. I had one paper pad from Michael's where it was like I could have just bought cardstock because it seemed like most of the papers were cardstock. Anywho, this is a red background with deer, but the deer are composed of snowflakes. And then in between the patterns of the reindeer or deer are more snowflakes. That's pretty unique. I hadn't seen that before. Then we have a plaid patchwork pattern in green. The other one we saw was in red. This one is mostly green patterns, and it's again patchwork plaids. We have a stripe pattern in red. This reminds me of ticking, but it's not. I don't think this is actual ticking. It may be. If you know, let me know in the comments. Is this an actual ticking pattern? But it's on a cream background with red stripes. Then this is about 3/4 inch squares. It's like this one's hard to describe. It looks like a checkerboard, but the rows are alternated in green and red with snowflakes alternating in between as well. And the green and red rows are actually a plaid pattern that's very subtle in the background. It's a very busy page, but yeah, it's a pattern, a simple pattern. You have a green buffalo plaid. That's different. This reminds me of a country floral, but instead of the florals, it's snowflakes, and it's like an angled checkerboard, if that makes sense. The snowflakes are red, and then the decorative elements in each box are green, and all of that is on a creamy background. I think this is just like the other green page that we saw with the variety of more modern looking Christmas trees. It's a small Christmas tree pattern, and instead of just red Christmas ornaments or Christmas balls on the trees, on some of the trees, the red is foiled on this sheet. Okay. Then this is filler paper. This looks like a very light Christmas. It's a Christmas tree pattern, but it's pushed to the background. There is a splatter that's also pushed to the background. So it's a very subtle pattern page. This is another stitched page. This looks like kind of like embroidery when I say stitched, like cross stitch maybe, but it's more in a Christmas sweater pattern. It's on a creamy colored background with red stitching. Then here we go with, what are these? I think these are pine cones. It's very similar to the Christmas tree that we just saw. Two variations in green, and it looks like a sweater pattern on the pine cones, but it's very subtle. So everything is pushed back, very subtle paper. Could be just used as a green cardstock, really. And then we have another ticking page. I think this is ticking, but it's in green on the creamy white background or creamy background. It's not really white. And that is it. So I'm happy with these. I was a little hesitant when I saw the covers, but now that I flipped through with you, I'm happy with them, and I think I can get a lot of use out of them. Let's flip through this one so that you can see the front and backs, what's on the front and what's on the back. I'm going to show you that. And then let's do this so you can get a general idea of what's front and back. Okay, let's check and see if the pictures on the front actually depict what's front and back. Where's the fa la 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 page? I've always wondered that. I've never actually checked. I always assumed that it did, but let's see. So this is fa la 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 la, and the back of it is the green that it shows. So yes, it does show it, but it doesn't show all of the pages on the cover. You don't get to see all of the pages. So it appears that that is the case, that what you see on the front of the paper pad shows you an accurate representation of the front and back of the pages, but not all of the pages are shown on the cover because there's 18 sets in here and there's only 12 of the sets shown on the cover. So it's still worth seeing all of the pages inside. All right, I rambled on enough. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more videos like this, please give me a thumbs up. If you have any comments, please leave them below and I'll holler at y'all next time. Bye.